colour your mask in?
Wait there, Sam. I'm going to do that right now.
Okay. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Sam, I'm finished.
Yay! At last! Kitty, that looks so good.
Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome. I'm going to pretend that I can fly.
Well, I'm going to pretend that I'm invisible. Sam, can you see me?
No, where did you go?
Magic.
Whoa!
I'm looking forward to hearing about superheroes from the Bible.
Yes, me too.
Boys and girls, you also have a mask in your art packs.
Yes, you can colour it in, decorate it, and then send a photo of you wearing your mask. Hope you enjoy it. Bye!
Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to ARC today. We are so glad that you have joined us. Have you, like Zach and Katie, already decorated your mask? Perhaps you have pretended to be a superhero. Maybe you've pretended that you can fly or that you can make yourself invisible. Our superheroes from the Bible didn't have any superhero powers like that. They couldn't travel faster than the speed of light, or they couldn't shoot out webs from their hands. They were just ordinary people like you and me. But they did something extraordinary. They trusted in God no matter what. I wonder, boys and girls, has it ever seemed to you that things are not going as you had planned? They're just not working out right for you at all. I think over the last few months, there maybe have been quite a few of those occasions. Perhaps you were supposed to go on holiday with your family, maybe in an airplane, maybe somewhere lovely and warm, but it got postponed or maybe cancelled. Or maybe you had a birthday and you had planned the best birthday party ever. Perhaps you were going to have lots of friends and family over. Maybe there was going to be a bouncy castle. But unfortunately, because of the rules that we need to follow to keep us safe, that might have been cancelled too. In our story today, we have our superheroes and things are not going as they would have hoped for or planned. Let me tell you about it. Our story is from the Old Testament in the book of Daniel, and it starts with 3 friends, and they have got very cool names. Their names are Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 friends knew God, and they loved God very much indeed, and they were part of God's chosen people. But they were taken captive to a city that wasn't their own, called Babylon. Now, Babylon was ruled by a king who also has a very cool name. He was called King Nebuchadnezzar. But King Nebuchadnezzar did not love God. One day, the 3 friends were walking through the city when they heard some music. They decided to follow it to see where it was coming from. So they walked through the streets of the city until they came to the outskirts. And when they got there, they saw a humongous golden statue. It looked like it stretched right up to the sky. It was so big. And the people from the city had gathered together to find out what was going on. Then the king's men made a statement and they said, "When the music plays, you must bow down and worship the king's golden statue. If you don't, you will be thrown into a fire." Well, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, they knew that only God deserved to be worshipped. So there was no way that they were going to bow down and worship this statue. So when the music played, everybody else got down and they bowed down and worshipped the statue. But our 3 friends stood still. They knew that it wasn't right to worship anyone or anything except except the one true God. But what they maybe didn't realise were there were some of the king's men behind them, and they had seen that whenever everyone else had bowed down, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego did not. They rushed to tell the king what had happened, and Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego were summoned before the king. The Bible tells us, boys and girls, that the king was furious. "You must bow down and worship my golden statue. If you don't, I will throw you into a fiery pit. I will give you one more chance." But Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego did something really brave. They said, "If you throw us into the fire, our God will protect us. But even if he chooses not to, we will not bow down and worship your statue." Well, the king was even more cross. He went red in the face and he shouted and said, "Make the fire 7 times hotter than it normally is and throw the men into it." And that's what they did. They bound the friends with ropes around their hands, they tied them up and they threw them into the fire. But something amazing happened, boys and girls. Because when the men were in the fire, the ropes fell off and they walked around very peacefully and unharmed. King Nebuchadnezzar, who was watching from a distance, said, "Did I not put 3 men into the fire? I'm looking now and I see 4. You see, boys and girls, God was with Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, and he was rescuing them. The king was amazed and he commanded for the friends to come out. He couldn't believe that when they come out, they were totally unharmed. They didn't even smell of smoke. After that, King Nebuchadnezzar said, "Everyone must praise the God of Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, because he has saved them because they trusted in him." Then, boys and girls, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego were given really important jobs to help rule the city. Boys and girls, I'm quite sure that Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego did not want to be thrown into a fiery pit. That was not how they saw their day going when they had woken up that morning. But they chose to trust God, even when things weren't going to plan. Sometimes things happen, boys and girls, that are hard for us to understand. Sometimes something very sad happens, or maybe someone that we love is very unwell. God wants us to trust him, even when things don't look like they're working out right for us. Our memory verse this week is taken from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5, and it says this: "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." So there you have it, boys and girls, the Fire Trio superheroes who chose to trust God even when things weren't going as planned. Let's put our trust in God this week, even if things aren't going right for us, and see if we can become superheroes of faith too. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a really great week. Take care. Bye.